Such a dork. All right, well, welcome back. If you weren't awake, you are now. After that,
That's funny to me.
it is funny to you. So,
So, what you doing?
we're going to talk about stuff,
Okay, go.
and make sure you share this with a friend, or subscribe, or like it, or not. You decide. Maybe comment on some stuff. Any hoozles.
Any hoozles?
But we made it to 18, which was our last title of our video.
Yeah.
We made it to 18.
We
Woo!
Uh-huh.
A whole 18 years of marriage, of marital bliss.
Marriage.
Oh.
I'd say probably 17.
Update. We did watch some
bliss.
of Princess Bride.
Okay, here's what happened.
But we did get to the part. We did get to the part.
We did. We're halfway through it, and I was just like,
yeah, we were both sleeping. We were both sleeping on the couch.
I was like, neither of us are watching this, so we just go to bed then instead of sleeping on the couch. But we did see the part where he the
iocane
but
powder.
do not inhale.
Yeah.
And or what does he say? Sniff or observe? He says something. But
It says sniff, but do not inhale. Because what you are not smelling is iocane powder, which is odorless and tasteless. So why you would sniff it doesn't make any sense.
Right. But you don't see. He turns around.
Yeah,
So your knees are in my way.
Your swivel is not swivelly enough.
He does this.
Without looking back. He doesn't actually look back.
Yeah. But I was looking at the camera. Anyway, so you don't actually see him putting stuff in or not. But then Humperdinck, iocane powder. I bet my life on it. Okay. He could track a falcon on a cloudy day. He could
also, why didn't he die if he sniffed?
Because it's...
Maybe he inhaled. Maybe that's the trick.
Maybe.
See, that's where the hole happens, right?
That's the hole. Yeah,
because the conspiracy was like, oh, well, because he sniffed it, he died.
And that was the beginning of the end.
Right. It's not that it was actually in his drink.
The ground. But then why would he dump it on the ground? He would be able to use it for later. And so then, therefore, the tube wouldn't be left on the ground for Humperdinck to find. So, yeah. We figured it out. That's wrong. The conspiracy theory is wrong. So.
We just sucked 1 year of your life away.
How does it make you feel? That's what I feel.
I want an honest opinion here.
Every spring forward, when you lose an hour, that's what I think. We just sucked 1 hour of your life away. I feel terrible. I feel so tired.
Yeah.
I didn't prepare for this.
Do we fall back this year?
We do.
Do we?
I think so. I don't know.
Did they ixnay it?
I don't know.
They said
were
no
talking
more
about not doing it. I think we voted to not, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Well, we could fall back. That would be okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Like an hour more sleep.
Right?
Mm-hmm. When is daylight savings? Are we daylight savings in the fall when we fall back?
Yes.
To save daylight?
Yeah.
Is that what's...
Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn.
Daylight
wait a minute. That's the opposite way.
Washington
Any hoozles.
State.
Who knows whether we're going to actually be falling back or not. This looks like it may be on the 5th of November. So, any hoozles? We made it to 18.
It says, here's why Washington does not currently observe permanent daylight saving time. Washington, USA, despite state lawmakers approving permanent daylight saving time in 2019, Washingtonians still need to adjust their clocks on Sunday, March 12th. That was this last March, not in 2023. So I don't.
That was in 2023, the last March.
Yeah, but then it says Sunday, November 5th. Like our time is Sunday, November 5th. So
anyway,
I don't really know.
it doesn't really matter. We'll get as much sleep as we get because we're like, oh, we're falling back an hour. Let's stay up an hour later.
That's always what happens. Yeah,
that is accurate. Always what happens. So
that's accurate.
It doesn't really matter one way or another. So we did talk to somebody who actually watches some of our vidyas.
Vidyas.
And they said something about it would be really cool if you talked about your day trip that you guys did on our anniversaries.
Yeah, well, he
weekend.
wanted like the route and what we did. Like he wanted like the. Oh.
But he also said kind of unpack what we did, right?
I thought we unpacked it more.
No, I don't. Did we? Did we talk about? Oh no, we did. I don't know. Anyway,
I thought he wanted more like the actual like route, and they like have like a map and be like, and here, da da da, and then here, da da da, like an actual like route.
Yeah. Well, we hear you.
We hear you.
But we do not have.
Technologically, I don't. I could draw one for you real quick. Give me a marker.
Yeah, but I have not learned how to do that yet. There is a way to do it in motion and have it follow and all this fun jazz.
Like while we're talking?
Well, no, you would make it and then you would just overlay it to the video.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really cool. I have not quite figured out how to do that yet. It's been jam-packed.
We'll get on that.
Jam-packed a few days, so.
Yeah, it's been kind of busy this week. For the last like couple weeks, I feel like we've just been in a busy season of time.
I think the season of busyness is going to continue for quite some time.
Well, now it's holiday season.
It is holiday season.
This is Halloween.
So it's about to ramps up.
Do you believe that
magic?
The land before time? Why did we brain go there?
No, there was no land before time.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know why I said the land before time.
Dinosaurs, ghouls, and goblins. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Right?
Anyway, do you think... I almost said Land Before Time again. The Nightmare Before Christmas? Before time. There's a before.
It's Halloween.
I think that's probably why it happened. Do you think it's a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
Well, if it's the Nightmare Before Christmas, the only nightmare I could think of would be Halloween.
Okay, you're just trying to be funny. But like, do you think it's a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
I don't know. Isn't it like all Christmas themed and stuff?
Yeah. Oh, you can hear that. Sorry. Yeah.
So wouldn't it?
But
just
also
be,
Halloween.
Wouldn't it just be a frightening movie that's Christmas?
A frightening Christmas fright.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like it for all year round.
Would you consider all scary movies Halloween movies? That's really the question.
I don't think so. I think no, because there's a lot of like scary movies that happen like in the summertime, at a lake or.
Yep. On a river.
Or in the winter time at like a cabin with snow. Which I guess for some people you have snow on Halloween, but we don't. We usually have rain.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
We have pre-snow. So.
Slightly less frozen snow.
Yeah. Melted snow. We have melted snow on Halloween.
But if we were up on the mountain, it would be snow.
Yeah. Possibly the other side of Washington.
Possibly.
Sometimes.
But Halloween is coming up.
I know.
Yeah.
We tried to stay. We usually go to my parents' house. And there's chili and games, and we hand out stuff to the kids. We decided last year, I think. Last year? 2 years ago?
I don't know.
One of the last, like, in the last couple of years, we decided we're going to stay home and we're going to hand out candy to our neighborhood. We don't have a neighborhood. We're kind of on a
road.
Yeah, we're kind of on a busy street. And we're at the end of the houses. So we only got my brother and sister-in-law and nephew and niece. We were the only people that came to the house.
No, we got the next door neighbor's grandkids.
Oh, and there was oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have great neighbors. So we yeah. So I don't think we'll be doing that again.
No?
No.
You want to find a costume party? That just make your heart happy.
We could do our own costume party.
We could.
Woo! We sometimes dress
Who
up
would we invite?
and go. Everybody we're already gonna see on Halloween.
I mean, we could invite people that the thing is, like, they would be trick or treating because they have kids of a certain age.
True, and it's Tuesday. Halloween is Tuesday. I think Halloween should be for the last Friday or Saturday.
That means we should have
of the month.
spooky tacos.
Spooky tacos.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have like birria tacos because they're red. Bloody. Ooh. What was I saying?
Halloween costume party. No?
Anyway, why don't you continue? Maybe it'll hop back on this train ride.
Well, Halloween being
Come
a
on, ride this
Tuesday.
train. And I think it should be the last Friday or Saturday of the month. I think it should be like Easter or Thanksgiving where it's a set day. And so Halloween would be like the 28th.
Except for I don't think Easter is a set day.
No, it's the first Sunday after something.
Because sometimes it's in April and sometimes it's...
Right, but it's the first Sunday after something.
Is it?
After the vernal equinox. No, that's not it. It's the first Sunday after something. It's in some, I think, relation to like the Jewish calendar originally. And
nobody knows. Google knows.
when does Easter happen? Okay. Well, thank you for the date. Oh, why does Easter change date? Easter's exact date varies so much because it actually depends on the moon. The holiday is set to coincide with the first Sunday after the Paschal full moon, the first full moon after the vernal equinox. Oh my gosh, that was down inside of a tangle and weave.
Oh, I had to knock some cobwebs out for that.
Pulled out of the recesses of the maze in there.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that stuff?
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah.
There you got it.
So
and that's why your bunny can lay eggs.
Yeah.
Because it's after the vernal equinox.
That's why. Because it's time for the egg laying for the rabbits. I feel like maybe I'm a little hot. I can't.
Wee
Oh
wee.
my gosh, thank you. But yeah, I think it should be like Easter. Like, we just never know. But like Thanksgiving is the last Thursday of the month. Okay, so let it be the last.
I don't think it's
Friday.
last. It's the 4th. Because I think there's times where there's 5 Thursdays in November.
I'm not ready to have that conversation. Okay, so
whether you're ready to have the conversation or not, it's the 4th Thursday.
There's no way.
Look it up. Look it up.
So then it would just be the last Friday or the last Saturday. That way your Halloween parties, like everything, kids can be out late, trick-or-treating.
Vandals could be vandaling.
Yeah, but then they have like the whole next day to like take a
A
break.
rest and,
You know?
before they have to go back to real life.
Yeah. But no, I just think it's a great idea. So who's with me?
Well, honestly, a lot of the times it's not when it's supposed to be anyway. Like all of the trick-or-treatings and the trunk or treats and stuff like that, they
Like
have
harvest festivals.
designated times, and it's usually not on Halloween, especially if it's during the week. It's like a week before and a week after.
Yeah.
So.
But I really think here's something. Stick with me.
Oh no.
I think each month should be 28 days long. We should have a 13th month, and then there's just the New Year Day. It's not included in the year. It's just New Year's Day. So you have January through Discipulary, because we got to add in another month. So let's add it to the end, Discipulary.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like 1 to 28 of 2024. Then you have New Year's Day.
How many days would you gain?
How many days would you gain?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like how many days would you gain by only having 28 in every month?
It would be equal 28-day months. 13 equal 28-day months.
Does that come out to 365?
Yeah, because you have your one day.
Does it?
You have your New Year's Day.
Calculate it out there.
Okay.
I don't think it comes out to 365.
Okay. Well, maybe I haven't really thought about it that much. I think I did. I did math, I think. Okay, 28 times 13 equals 364 plus the 1 day.
No. Plus the 1 day what?
Plus your 1 day, New Year's Day. It's not calculated in 24 or 25. It's just New Year's Day.
What kind of... It has to be in there. Or else the revolutions around the sun.
No, it's there.
Match.
It's there.
But you say it doesn't count.
No, it's not counted towards a year. It's like New Year's Day 2025, and then it's January 1. But it doesn't have like a date. It's just New Year's Day.
But it's not the New Year's Day.
It is.
The New Year's Day would be the first day.
It's just the New Year's Day, and then you have January 1. And that gives you 365 days. And then all the months are even. You don't have to January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December to know which one who has the most days.
I don't do that anymore.
How do you know which ones have 31 days?
I have these fancy things called computers.
Okay, well, when they all rise up against you, they're going to give you wrong answers, and you're going to be stuck somewhere at a bank on a bank holiday, and you're not going to be able to get stuff done. So, and you're going to wish.
No.
The knuckle trick.
By that time, banks should be open every day because it's just going to be computers running them anyway.
Okay.
How about them apples?
How about that? How about...
Is that good tea?
Yes.
Yes,
it is.
Kind is at this time.
Thank you very much. It is a breathe easy and a honey lemon together.
Oh.
A nice relaxing herbal teas for the evening time. It'll help me breathe.
I forgot the only approved tea.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
It's Milo's.
And it's iced. Not that hot crap.
I like hot crap.
Thanks, babe.
Sorry, that's really loud. That's funny.
Yeah.
In my brain, I was going to say something like, and that's why I like you. And I was like, no, that's mean. Don't say that. And then you said it. And I was like, that's funny.
Yeah. We are one. It only took 18 years to get here.
Yeah. You went to a concert on Sunday?
I did go to a concert on Sunday.
My little brother does, lighting. design
Mm-hmm.
for events.
And concerts.
Yeah. And
also been a lighting tech. He's done a lot of all the things.
Yeah. So he took my other brother and my husband to a concert.
A concert, yep. He got us some tickets because he is the essentially sales rep for said show and put it all together and whatnot. And it was a fun, fantastic show.
Yeah.
Yeah. They played all their hits.
Because it was their 25-year anniversary.
Yeah, it was really good. So I did tell you that I wanted to tell you or talk to you about something that somebody did at the concert.
Okay.
That was so outlandish.
Okay.
Like, what would make this guy think it's okay to do this?
Okay.
Okay. So let me paint the picture.
Okay.
We're at the ShoWare Center.
Yeah, this ShoWare Center.
Right. And it's an ice rink. So you've got bleacher seating, not bleacher, but bleacher seating. Stadium seating, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. On the sides. But then you have the floor section, which is where we were. Mm-hmm. Right. And you have the pit section, which is just standing. There are no chairs. And then you have the floor section where we were, where you have chairs. You don't really use them. Okay. Anyway. Granted, I found out how much these tickets were. Quite expensive. Right. Which makes me go, okay, I can see maybe a little more of why this guy did what he did. Like, could possibly feel like he's okay to do this. But anyway, so it's all flat floor. I'm not the tallest of statured of people, right? So, I mean, there's tall people around me. So I'm looking around and this, right? There's a guy in me that thinks it's, fantastic to video the thing. And I'm like, well, that makes it even harder to see. So let me look in between your head and like the circle of your elbow to see the singer.
Okay.
Right?
That's fun for you.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Uh-huh. It's had to deal with it all my life. I've been this tall for a very long time, right?
Hey, you grew an inch at 26 and a half. So.
It's fine. Anyway. Whew. A whole inch. Woo woo. Solid 4 foot tall.
No.
Anyway, so my brother-in-law is not short.
Right. Neither of my brothers are short.
No. But he's a few inches taller than me.
And one's 6'3".
Something.
6'2", 6'3".
Either way. And he's standing next to me. Well, there's a guy that's in kind of like kitty corner in front of my brother-in-law. That's probably 6'5", right? And my shorter of the two brother-in-laws was with me because the other one was taking care of stuff, right? Because he was doing his thing. Anyway, so we go through the whole concert. It's fantastic. Get to the end of it. People are leaving. And there is a guy that is behind the row that we are in, but kind of behind the brother-in-law, but a little catty corner, decides to climb over the seat or come around the row, one of the two. He got into our row and told the guy in front of us that he's too tall and they couldn't see anything.
Oh.
Like, he felt it was okay to come and tell that guy, you know what? That thing you can't change about yourself? Yeah, you're just too tall. Like, he didn't pick your seats, so you couldn't see. And people in front of him were standing, so he had to be able to see too. Like, as a short person, because this guy was not tall, you have to realize, like, things are, you're going to have to, like, unless you pick the very front seat. Like, that's just what's going to happen.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know where he is.
So,
like,
do you think, would you go up and say, you know what? You're so flippin' tall. I could not enjoy this concert.
I think here's the thing.
You know what I mean?
Number one, I'm so non-confrontational. The answer is forever no. always no. I would never say if somebody is in any way inconvenience me, I'm like, it's fine. I'll figure it out. Nope. Mm-mm. Also, let's say it is like their fault. Still, I'm like, I mean, they're living their life. If we're at a concert and someone's taller than me, it has happened. And you just look around and it is what it is. Or you move out to the outside, like the walkway or something if you really need to see, or you just sit down and vibe out. But yeah, like, no, there have been plenty of times where I could not see at a concert and I would never say something to someone else.
Right.
Even like when we go to amphitheaters and we sit on the lawn and somebody tall sits right in front of us. And so like if they stand, I'm either standing to the side or I'm not seeing. Like it's not, if I wanted to be closer, if I wanted to make sure I saw, I probably shouldn't have sat up next to the fence.
Right.
Like it is not their responsibility to care for me being shorter than them.
Right. Also, like, everybody bought their own seats. You could have picked somewhere where you know you're going to see.
Yeah.
You know?
But some people have the audacity.
Well, I just couldn't believe it myself.
Like, you're blaming someone else though for like your height difference. Like they couldn't. It's not like they said in the future, I'm gonna go to this concert and there's gonna be a short fella next to me. I am also short. You know, it would really suck for him is if I got leg implants and really just put it to him by standing in front of him.
Right. And the sad part is this guy that was in front of us, we talked to a little bit and like was so stoked about this concert because it had been like 20 years since this band had been in the Northwest. And he's like, I don't care. I'm going.
Yeah.
And so he goes. Luckily, this guy did wait till the end of the concert.
Poor guy. And you're like, I'm just so excited to be here. And the other guy's like, you ruined it for me. And he's like, I did no such thing.
Right. Like,
that was your parents.
I just thought it would have been hilarious had it been both of my brother-in-laws and that guy.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, it would have just been a wall of tall. He would have just been standing behind you like, I can kind of
see. Right. So what was funny is there were some ladies that were next to me, like 3 of them.
Interesting. How you didn't talk about that till now, till other people are here, part of this conversation.
Well, you know, I've got to bring up the subject when I can, you know.
Okay, so
but anyway, there's a relatively like normal sized guy in front of them, a couple normal sized guys in front of them. They really can't see because they're shorter than I am. Like they're at most 5'4" at most.
Okay.
But the row in front of them was somewhat empty. They convinced this guy to help them climb over the both rows of seats to get 2 rows in front and then just jammed out. Like, well, there's 2 different ways to deal with the situation. You look for an opportunity.
Seats up there and you're tall. Can you help us?
Right? You look for an opportunity to make it better for yourself, or you just say, you know what? You suck. You're tall. You know, like there's 2 different ways to go about.
People who had those seats came and they're like, hey, I want my seat.
Well, I guess they would have to move
back. I guess that's true.
But they did the best with their situation and what they had. So
like, if they come, we'll move. It's fine. That's funny. Well, some people are sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes handicapped people make
No.
Sometimes.
No. Anywho, so what else did you guys do that night? Oh, you guys took a tour?
We did. We got a tour of the stage and all of the stuff and the pyrotechnics and the fun stuff. And we saw guitars and saw backstage stuff. I mean, it was cool. It was informational.
That's cool.
Yeah. All their pyro stuff was not like computer done. It was done by a guy actually doing it in sequence when he was supposed to.
What if the guy sneezed? It's like boom, and he was like, and it was like boom, but it's not supposed to be done. That would be so
Were you
like.
trying to make sure they were feeling the concussions that were going off in the concert by slapping the table really hard?
Oh, I'm really sorry. No, I was just trying to make it so that you could like understand what I was saying.
Yeah. I don't know if he had a sneeze or not. I mean, I don't know. All I know is there was marks on the stage that said, "Don't go here or don't go past here or you will die. If you stand right next to here, you will be cooked." Because they were like 30-foot, 25, 30-foot flames that we could feel like 30 rows back. We could feel the heat off them.
What about the people like in front? They're just rotisserie chickens.
I mean, there might have been some like burnt hairs or something.
Do you think really?
No.
No.
No, but they would have definitely, like, it would have been hot.
Oh.
Like, really hot.
Huh.
Because they were propane flames that were 25, 30 feet in the air. Just like you could hear the gas escaping from the nozzles.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever like thought of what it took to make those giant like flaming geysers on the stage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, and it was just like, they would just, right, and it would be multiple times. But then there were also times where they would just go, and it would just be like a little ball of fire.
Oh, that's
as
funny.
well. Yeah. And then they also had like
Cute.
fireworks and stuff too.
Inside?
Yeah.
How do you do fireworks inside without like
Ground fireworks.
but without hurting the building?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like the base was so intense. It was moving our clothes and our innards. So I don't know that the fireworks were really going to hurt the building as much as like the nonstop bass, but
Sure. The whole building is just vibrating.
uh-huh. Right. No, seriously, like that's a thing. And they have stuff for that, especially these older venues. This one wasn't one of them, but like older venues, you could vibrate some pieces apart.
Interesting. Huh. That's weird.
But yeah, they also had a concussive box, which was just a bunch of taped up gunpowder inside this box to make concussion sound.
How did
What?
they get it to go off? If it was just
Electrical charges.
oh, they like okay.
Mm-hmm.
Inside like a cardboard box is what I'm thinking.
No, you know the rolling concert boxes that have like all the gear and stuff in them,
The metal ones.
like the road cases.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the
Interesting. And it doesn't blow apart the road case?
mm-mm. Because they're not tuning it for maximum damage. They're tuning it for like sound and feel.
Weird. I wonder who first came up with that. Like, you know what? We should have a concussion box.
I mean, it makes sense if you're doing like a loud drum hits at certain points that you want to emphasize
Yeah.
on a right syllable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. With you said they hung it in the air?
Uh-huh. It was like 30 feet in the air in the very back of the stage all the way up in the
So
air.
the band members got it first?
What do you mean they got it first?
Like the concussion.
Yeah. Have you...
Do they do that I feel like they should go to the doctor.
It doesn't... It's the type of explosion that it is. It doesn't give you a concussion.
Yeah, but if you can feel it, you felt it.
Yeah.
They're right in front of it. Like there's some
Not
kind
right
of
in front. There's like 30 feet in the air above them.
So maybe it's pointed out.
Well,
but
it's
not
in
in
a,
there.
hanging in a box. It's not a shaped charge. It's just an omni charge where it explodes in all directions,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And it's just making a concussed sound, and it's hung 30 feet up, probably 25 feet behind them, up in the air in the corner of the building.
Right. So what I'm saying is they are actually closer to it. So when
Yeah.
it comes omni, like it's gonna hit them much before it hits you guys, and with much more veracity, because it's gonna dissipate as it comes out to you.
Yeah, but it's more about sound. I mean, you do feel it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like after a couple shows, like bros need to go get an MRI, maybe.
Maybe, but it's not. I don't feel that.
You don't
Like,
think 4 of those, because you said there were 4, right? 4 of those every single night, it is not going to do some kind of damage to your brain?
no,
Do we have any doctors?
I don't think that it's going to do any damage.
Really?
Really?
Hmm.
Huh. Interesting.
Interesting.
Because it's not jarring your head so much that your brain bounces off your skull.
It's a lot of like pressure. It's a change of pressure, like.
Yeah, but you also get that with the amount of bass that they're doing. It's just a more sharp thing.
Do you think their inner ears are like,
In-ear monitors.
yeah, do you think they are also noise canceling?
They are.
So they don't hear how loud everything is. It's just a nice like mix.
It's whatever they want
It's
the mix
like
to be.
outside, and inside it's like da, 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 da,
I
da.
doubt that.
He's just like what? And inside it's like where where.
But I've seen a lot of them, and they cut down like 25 decibels.
I mean, I guess if you're at like 725 is okay.
It wasn't at 700. Everybody's ears would be bleeding at over 110.
At over 110?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but like quiet hours are 80.
Uh-huh.
So that's 30. That's only 30 decibels.
30 decibels is a lot.
Is it?
Yeah. If I remember right, like a jet engine is like 103.
Oh. But 80 doesn't seem that much.
80's a fair amount.
Hmm.
I have to look at it because I thought like normal conversation is anywhere between 60 and something.
Does my phone have a decibel reader?
A decibel reader? Probably not. It's one of the things you got to download.
We had
But you could just Google like normal conversation level.
I thought we had one of our things had a decibel meter.
I had one many, many, many years ago for when I was doing sound at the church.
Oh, but you had to put it on your. Oh, why do I keep
I think it was
S?
on an Android phone.
Okay, well, that's not an option.
Wow. What's it say?
There's a lot of math. Lots of math. No, that's not. That just explains what a decibel is. Oh, decibels increase exponentially.
Yeah.
For example, every increase of 10 decibel on the decibel scale is equal to a 10-fold increase in sound pressure level. Near silence is expressed at 0, but a sound measured at 10 is actually 10 times louder. If a sound is 20 decibels, that's 100 times louder than near silence.
Right.
Loud noise above 120. Okay, so a whisper is 30, a normal conversation is 60, a
Okay, yeah.
motorcycle engine 95. Noise above 70 over a prolonged period of time may start to damage your hearing. Loud noise above 120 can cause immediate harm to your ears.
Right. And with us being like real close to 100 in like a manufacturing facility, that's why they have you wear earplugs that cut 25 decibels.
A gunshot, why you have to wear your ears when you go to a shooting range, is between 140 and 165.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's why it hurts when you shoot.
Yeah, but can you imagine like being a police officer and having to like, let's say that you have to pull your weapon and shoot a couple times a week. That's probably a lot. I'm sure that's not really, but or like once a month. Like that is like severe damage because you don't wear earmuffs
No.
when you're like doing it out. I mean,
No.
granted, like you're not inside a range, but like the sound is 140, 165. You can have permanent damage at 120.
Uh-huh.
Why are they not running around with noise canceling earphones that like shut off the sound?
I don't know.
But like, cause like my my noise canceling headphones, if I put them on noise canceling, then, but I can still hear around. But as soon as like noise happens, it like cuts it a second, like less than a second after the noise happens.
Uh-huh.
It just like
And they have
blocks it. So why wouldn't they have those? I mean,
cost.
yeah, but that is, I guess, are hearing aids after the fact less expensive than the upkeep of like noise canceling headphones all the time?
I don't know that. I don't know that why they don't specifically wear them. I'm sure there's a reason, but anyway,
That's so interesting.
yeah. At most you want stuff to be around 90 for a concert.
Interesting. That is so interesting.
But yeah. So you can feel the music. Feel it.
Feel it inside your body.
Can we not put your phone against the thing?
Oh, can you hear that? I'm so sorry.
You can hear the springs go ding, ring.
Oh, interesting. I did not hear that.
Oh,
What an experience for you guys.
it was.
Yo, 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 yo.
It was. I enjoyed it.
Could you hear it? I didn't even hear that.
What?
I really want to do it again so I can hear it.
No.
I'm not going
You do it
to.
afterwards.
Okay.
When people's ears aren't going to be listening.
Okay.
Okay.
I will.
Ha 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 ha.
I will.
So, you
Feel a
gonna
little
fight in
stuffy.
the cold?
No,
Yep.
but I have not succumbed.
No, you don't have a fever yet.
No. I can breathe through my nose.
That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow's dunking will. Tomorrow? No. The next day?
Thursday. I
Tomorrow's
thought about
Thursday.
cold plunging yesterday. Yesterday while I was at work, I was like, I'm feeling a little like I should take a nap and like really care for my body so I don't. So I can like support his immune system.
Oh my God.
And I was like, maybe I should cold plunge.
And you
But I didn't. I took a nap.
Plunged right into the couch. And had a good nap. Well, I made some dinners.
I had soup.
Noodle soup.
And then tonight we had soup. Tonight we have pickle soup. Have you ever had pickle
noodle
soup?
soup?
Pickle soup.
Pickle soup is
It
fantastic.
had sausage and potatoes and spices and vegetable broth.
Pickles.
Pickles, obvi. Sometimes I put carrots in there. I didn't have carrots. I was going to put zucchini, but I had it on crock pot mode and I didn't really want the instant pot. And I didn't want to have the zucchini just turn into slime.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't just like turn into slime. Like it goes away, but it leaves its skin behind.
Yeah.
It's kind of a gross texture.
When it's like super wibbly.
It's kind of like putting okra in a soup.
Okay, but here's something about okra. Okra is slimy. But if you want like a thicker soup, you can put some okra in there and the slime will thicken it.
You're right.
It doesn't make the whole thing, if you don't put a ton in, it doesn't make the whole thing slimy.
No, and it's not like slime. It's like a...
It's thick, viscous.
Yeah, what's that other powder stuff that you can put in to like thickens things up?
Arrowroot, cornstarch.
Yeah, it's cornstarch. It's like a plant that's cornstarch.
Mm-hmm. Well, cornstarch is from corn.
Yes, but it's processed into
That's true.
cornstarch.
That is true.
Versus this, you just boil it a little bit and the starch comes out.
That's true.
Right?
That is true. So we made like soup, like a chicken soup, but put in
White
some
chicken chili type soup.
Put in some gumbo. Nope. Okra.
It goes in gumbo.
And then it thickens. Any hoot. Most people probably know that. They're like, yeah, we know. We have okra all the time. So sorry.
What is amazing to me, though, is that fried okra is not slimy.
That is accurate.
I wonder if it's like that it's cooked so fast and so quick that it just doesn't have time to release. Like it has to be like a simmered type situation for it to release.
I mean, there is a little bit of like the seasoned side.
Yeah, in the middle.
But it's not just like a gusher.
That would be funny.
That would be so gross. I would not enjoy that at all.
No.
I'd be like,
but it would be funny.
It's
just
very
like
much
that?
a texture thing. No, thank you.
Yeah, I didn't realize I am such a texture person when it comes to eating. It is so...
Oh, a yawn. Excuse me. Pardon.
Holy cow.
That was a yawn. Why? So you're also texture.
Yeah.
You didn't used to be so texture.
I know, but now if everything is mushy and there's no crunch in
Well,
the
no, you
food,
have always been that way.
like
That is one thing you have always been is if there is no texture, if everything is creamy, you're like, I need something different.
because we did stuffed mashed potatoes the other night, and I am so glad I asked you to get green onions because they were not cooked and it gave crunch.
Yeah.
That was game changer
Yeah.
on that. So that was a good call.
Yeah, it was. Good job, you.
Yeah, go me.
Go. Go me.
But
Have you ever had stuffed mashed potatoes? It's like a mashed potato bar. Or it's like a potato bar. But the potatoes are mashed.
baked potatoes.
It's like a baked potato bar, but the potatoes are mashed.
Yeah, and then you can just mix her all in and stuff your taters. Why did you giggle?
So we have like stuff your taters. Sometimes we have like sausage, bacon, cheese, sour cream, the stuff, kind of the stuff that you would put in like twice baked potatoes. But instead of putting it back inside, but instead of putting it back inside the shell, you just put it all in. The shell's in there already.
Right. Well, and we do like Like we put garlic and cream and butter in the potatoes.
Yeah, we flavor the mashed
fully
potatoes.
make the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And then we just give them toppings.
Yeah, but we like bar food, but not bar food. Bar food.
Yeah, no, like
Taco bar, pasta bar.
for family dinners, especially with all of the different eating
And food restrictions.
or preferences or, just whatever. Especially when you get like 13 people together. It's just so much easier to say, we're having salad and you get to dress it up the way you want it. Or we're having baked potatoes and you dress it up the way you want it.
Sometimes we've done pasta bar where you make pasta and then there's different
You just
sauces
make up
and
all the
different
noodles.
toppings.
Yeah.
And then mashed potato bar, taco bar, obvi,
Right.
baked potato bar, salad bar,
And really, taco bar becomes
pizza bar, like
becomes
do your own pizza,
nacho, taco,
taco salad
burrito,
bar.
taco salad. Like it, that is like the one versatile thing. Like it really could be anything you could want it to be besides soup.
We also do a potato soup bar
Oh yeah, that's really good too.
where I make potato soup and I make it vegan and usually
Sometimes.
dairy free.
Depends on who's coming.
Yeah. So I have made it vegan and dairy free, or I guess that's the same thing. And then there's all the toppings and cheeses and stuff. And so you just add to your potato soup what you want your potato soup to be.
Yep. And again, it's, this stuff. But one thing that I really like having in any of them is sliced fresh jalapenos.
Jalapeno.
On a stick.
Yeah. I had a ton of jalapeno this morning on my breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, but those aren't fresh.
No, they were pickled, and I was like, "Hey, I like pickled jalapeno. I like pickled almost everything. I love pickles."
But I heard about this thing today.
Okay, tell me about it.
It's called maple snow.
Oh, is it like a snow cone, but you do maple syrup in it instead?
Can you let me finish? Then not just guess.
Okay. I'm so excited.
You're so terrible at that.
Okay, I'm really excited.
Just let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Any hoozles. Good grief. So, I work with a guy that did a lot of time living in Arizona, New Mexico area, thingy, mabob, mostly Arizona, I think, Flagstaff, whatnot. Anyway, he had a girlfriend and for a time moved to Vermont.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like I said the right thing.
Anyway, so when he was living in Vermont, they have this stuff called maple snow. And what they do is they take maple syrup and they reduce it down till it's like this essentially maple sludge.
Okay.
Right? And that's the best way to put it. Most delectable.
Is that what they call it? A sludge?
Probably not. But anyway, they reduce down
Concentrate.
the maple, right? And it gets super thick, and then instead of snow, because it's got all the stuff in it now, it's not good for you just to eat the snow.
Right.
They do shaved ice.
Weird. Continue. I'm excited. We're gonna have to try it.
The shaved ice. They put this maple stuff on top. They pull a fresh fried donut, put it on top, and then serve it with a pickle spear.
What?
Yeah.
A plot twist with a pickle spear. Is it a dill?
It's probably a big deal.
But it's not a sweet pickle.
No, I think it's
a dill pickle.
Probably a dill pickle. It's probably the salty sweet. But they shaved ice with maple and a donut.
I don't necessarily need the donut, but I would eat some maple snow.
Yeah.
And a little pickle on the side. I really enjoy pickles.
But yeah, no, he told me about that, and I was like, I can't tell my wife about that. She's gonna want it so bad.
You are not wrong.
But
That's so exciting. I make an excellent pickle milkshake at work, so
the one better than that is the bacon jalapeno.
yeah, that's really good too.
Yeah,
I haven't made it in a long time.
I know. Sad days.
Sad days. And for right now, I am lessening my dairy so that I can give my body a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to work this weekend. We have drill this weekend. Yep, that kind. All day for 2 days.
Oh, no.
The National Guard has drill, and so we will be there this weekend.
Yeah.
And what?
We're gonna be there. We're talking about milkshakes. I'm bringing the boys to the yard. And you were limiting your dairy.
Yep.
We have work this weekend. Drill.
Yep. We do. We do.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that was the end of the train.
Fell right off the tracks.
Uh-huh. But this is my first cold, my first sickness of any kind in 2023. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm sick. I'm not. My football coach,
Right.
my football coach, Mr. Allen, would say sickness is half in your mind. And so the half inside my mind says, well, you're not sick. Or he says half mental. Any hoot. And every time I get like even a little sick, I'm like, sickness is half mental, Alethea. Okay, it is time to not be sick. I'm like, I'm not sick. I'm not sick. It takes me a really long time to realize, like, oh, I think I'm sick.
Yeah, you're good at the self
Because
denial.
I'm like, mentally, I'm not sick. I'm fine. My body is fine.
It would not work out well for mental illness.
Oh, that's probably. I mean, so my body. Anywho. But this is the first time that there's been any kind of like my body fighting something off whilst me knowing about it. In all of 2021 since we started cold plunging.
23.
What'd I say?
2021.
2023.
Good grief, lady.
I'm from the future. I can't remember what year it is. I'm so
I
sorry.
think your stuffiness is going to the head.
No, my brain is just fine.
Just fine.
Just fine. But yeah. But I feel great. I don't feel sick. Mentally. I'm telling my body, no thank you. You may pass right on by. Do not stop here. So
Yep. No, it's actually been really nice to not have a summer infection of some kind.
yeah, usually around my birthday lately I've been getting sick, and so my an acupuncturist that I had at one point, she said stop drinking ice drinks because
That's just ludicrous.
the Chinese say that ice is for dead people. And I'm like, cool. I think I'd rather be dead than just only ever drink warm things.
Yep.
But I started drinking room temp water instead of ice cold water, and I do a lot more like hot drinks now instead. But here's the thing, when it starts getting warm, that's when I would start doing like a couple ice drinks, and then I dip my toe in the ice drinks, and then I like go hard on ice drinks. Then I get sick. And she always said, like, it cools down your chi. And I'm like, okay, I don't really...
Well, my chi must be flaming hot because I drink ice drinks all the time.
And you're never sick. I know.
I get
don't
sick
know.
once in a while, but
I don't know. But, and I was like, okay, cool. And I'm not saying, like, all Eastern medicine I believe in, but I do understand that, like, your internal organs are hot and they burn off stuff. And if you cool it down, it's not able to burn stuff off.
It just makes it work that much harder to get back up to temp.
Yeah, I definitely don't need that. But that's why they say drinking room temp water is better for you than cold water, because your body doesn't have to like warm it up first to use it. It's more bioavailable.
That's what they say. I like not being very, very available.
Okay.
Also, it makes me feel gross.
Yeah, no, I get that. But room temp water, I do drink a lot of room temp water. We don't.
Yeah, room temp is not so bad when we keep our house at 64 in the winter. So,
There's just this.
you need a touch up on your makeup there, lady? Or
No.
what's going on there?
No, it's just my hair.
Your croissant's a little floppy.
I got a floppy croissant. Wow.
Nobody wants a floppy croissant.
I know. Look at this.
So,
I mean, that's fine.
totally fine.
We're just here with friends, you know. Welcome to our home. This is what I look like when you come visit.
Uh-huh. All right. So, with that,
With what?
hit the like button.
Oh, he's done.
Subscribe. It's been an hour. Like, it's time. Our conversation has slowed up a couple times.
Oh.
We've both been yawning.
Oh. Yeah, we did this in the evening time instead of in the afternoon time.
Right. And we're also doing it a day late, so fun for
Because
that.
I was napping. All day I'd be napping and snacking.
2 days in a row. So your
I'm
body's
trying.
definitely doing
I'm
something.
supporting my body.
You don't have to justify it.
No, I'm explaining.
You don't have to justify it.
I'm supporting my body.
That's fine.
My system.
You're down with the sickness.
No, I am not, which is why I'm napping. I
Anyway,
don't like napping, though. It hurts
hit the
my brain.
like, subscribe,
Yeah.
comment.
Woo!
We'd like to hear from you.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.